Good evening, my dear friends. Tonight's talk is Love and Heal. Let me portray a synopsis of love, after which I will share a testimony about the power of divine love to heal. Love is of God. In fact, love is God. And God is the all in all and the only. According to the first commandment, there is no other, whatever name you give him. God is the only source of love. Men and women, you and I, in our spiritual images and likenesses, reflect this divine love, regardless of our faith beliefs. And behold, this reflected love heals. One day, a dear friend called from his hospital bed. He didn't say much, only that he had suffered a heart attack. On the way to the hospital, I was filled with love for this good man. But it was not a mere human sense of love. It was a powerful feeling of divine love. At the hospital, the case doctors and nurses pulled me into a room and shut the door, where they proceeded to give me the full medical briefing of his dour situation. It was not pretty. Over 1/3 of my friend's heart was dead, useless. The remaining functioning heart would continue pumping, blowing up the dead part like a balloon until it exploded. I silently and mentally denied this prognosis. That is not the way our parent love creates or treats his children. Next, they said that in 3 days his body would commence shaking uncontrollably. I silently denied this also. In other words, he only had a few days, if that, to live according to their belief. After thanking them, I proceeded to my friend's bedside. He probably did not know any of what the doctors had told me, but he was very fearful. Christian Science shows us that if we can wholly remove a patient's fear, the disease will be gone. The prophet John tells us that love is God, and that there is no fear in love, and perfect love casts out fear. So I turned to my friend and told him that his role in his healing was very important. And it was to remain calm and not be afraid. That the antidote for fear is love. That whenever he felt the least tinge of fear, he was to immediately stay focused on love until the fear abated. Find something, anything, to love and focus on it. Then I left. 3 days later, the doctor's 3rd-day predictions did not happen. I asked my friend how he was working with love. He focused on his love for his wife, and that quieted his fear. I told him that love is powerful, it was working, and to keep it up. My prayer, apart from my visits, was knowing and feeling the presence and power of divine love in this case. Eventually, the so-called dead portion of his heart revived, and after 6 weeks, he was released from the hospital. 6 months later, he called to report that he had a new job, climbing mountains to locate sites for cell towers. Amen.